My reliable and patient Taurus friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. Taurus, there is a quiet edge to this week. You may feel a warmth rising from somewhere deep, yet there's a subtle, persistent uncertainty beneath it. It's as if you're standing in the light of your own presence, but a part of you wonders when the glow will fade or if anyone else can really see it. There's a longing for ease, for things to move gently and steadily. Yet there's also a restless sense that something is about to change, even if you can't quite name it. This tension can leave you feeling both hopeful and oddly exposed, as if you're waiting for a sign that it's safe to let your guard down. You sense that the week holds more than meets the eye, and while you might appear collected on the surface, inwardly you're weighing each moment for what it means. This inner state is illuminated by the feeling of the sun. It's not about grand triumphs or loud joys, but rather a gentle radiance that fills you from within. You may notice a clarity in your thoughts or a lightness in your step that wasn't there before. It's the kind of brightness that comes from simply being yourself without pretense. There's a subtle confidence in your way of moving through the world, as if you know, at least for now, what truly matters to you. This doesn't mean everything is perfect. Instead, it's a recognition of small victories, a conversation that goes well, a quiet afternoon that soothes you, a moment when you realize you're enough just as you are. Yet even as this light shines, it brings with it an awareness of what has been missing. Sometimes, when things feel too easy or too good, a shadow thought lingers. Will this last? You might catch yourself looking for flaws where there are none, or questioning whether you deserve to feel this at ease. It's a tender vulnerability, the kind that comes when you allow yourself to be seen. There is a part of you that wants to hold onto this warmth, to guard it against any threat. This creates a tension between the urge to celebrate and the instinct to protect. It's as if you're both basking in the sun and glancing over your shoulder, just in case the clouds return. This state of gentle radiance and cautious optimism sets the stage for the week ahead. The ease you feel is real, but so is the wariness. It's not a contradiction. It's the lived reality of someone who knows both the comfort of stability and the cost of letting go. Your emotional posture is open but not unguarded. You're ready to engage but on your own terms. And in this quiet balance, the events of the week begin to unfold. From this place of inner clarity, your path this week is shaped by the need to bring thoughtfulness into action. The warmth inside you calls for expression, but life doesn't always wait for the perfect moment. The Queen of Swords emerges here, not as a distant authority, but as a subtle force in your day-to-day. There are decisions to make, perhaps small ones, yet each carries weight because they reflect what you're starting to value. The week may bring conversations that require honesty or situations where boundaries must be set. You find yourself measuring your words, considering how much to share and with whom. There's a momentum to these moments, a sense that what you say and do now will matter later, even in ways you can't fully see. Pressures may arise in the form of competing expectations. You might feel pulled between the desire to be kind and the need to be clear. This isn't about confrontation for its own sake. It's about recognizing where your comfort ends and where your truth begins. Perhaps someone asks more of you than you're ready to give, or you sense that a familiar routine no longer fits. The friction here isn't loud or dramatic, but it is persistent. You may notice irritation where there used to be patience, or a longing for solitude that surprises you. These are signals, not signs of weakness, but reminders that your boundaries are shifting. It's possible you'll face choices that seem minor on the surface but carry deeper significance, whether it's deciding how much of yourself to reveal or when to step back and observe. These moments are invitations to align your actions with your inner clarity. The challenge is to honor both the warmth you feel and the sharpness of your discernment. When you let these qualities work together, you find a rhythm, honest without being harsh, open without being naive. The week tests your ability to hold this balance, to speak when it matters and to listen when it doesn't. Potential is not a given. It's something that reveals itself when you meet these moments with awareness. The warmth of your inner state and the clarity of your path are both necessary, but it's your conscious engagement that brings them to life. If you move through the week on autopilot, opportunities for connection and growth may pass quietly by. But when you notice the friction, when you pause before speaking, when you allow yourself to feel both the comfort and the edge, that's where something new becomes possible. The path opens only as much as you are willing to step into it with your whole self, imperfections and all. As the days unfold, the Three of Cups appears as a quiet invitation. This is not about grand celebrations or wild declarations, but about gentle connection. Growth for you this week looks like reaching out, not because you have to, but because you genuinely want to share your light. It could be as simple as laughing with a friend, or as meaningful as acknowledging your own progress. There's an openness here, a willingness to let others see the real you, even if only for a moment. This isn't a promise that every encounter will feel effortless or that every relationship will deepen overnight. Instead, it's an invitation to notice the joy that comes from being with others, especially when you're honest about where you stand. You may discover that your warmth draws others in, or that your clarity makes space for new understanding. Growth happens in the small, shared moments, when you let someone in, when you accept an offer of help, when you celebrate a tiny success together. These are the seeds of connection that, tended gently, can grow into something lasting. The real potential this week lies in your willingness to participate, to risk a little vulnerability in exchange for genuine belonging. Taken together, these energies form a picture of quiet transformation. The sun shows you what is good and true within yourself. The Queen of Swords helps you protect and express it. The Three of Cups invites you to share it. There is no single moment of breakthrough, no dramatic turning point. Instead, there is a gradual unfolding, a sense of moving from guarded hope to shared joy. Each step requires honesty with yourself and with others. The warmth you feel is real, but it needs tending. The clarity you find is valuable, but it must be used. And the connections you make are meaningful, even if they seem small at first. By week's end, you may notice that the tension has softened. What once felt uncertain now feels possible. The edge between comfort and vulnerability becomes a place of curiosity rather than fear. You are not asked to become someone new, only to show up as you are, light and shadow both. This is how you build trust in yourself and in those around you. This is how you find reassurance, not in perfection, but in presence. The week invites you to rest in the knowledge that your light is enough, and that it's safe to let it shine, even when you're not sure who's watching. Actionable insights for Taurus this week. Let yourself linger a little longer in small moments of genuine warmth. Try expressing a thought or feeling honestly, even if it feels vulnerable. Notice how it feels to be seen and accepted without rushing to explain yourself. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I let my inner light touch the day. I trust my voice, even when it trembles. I reach out and am met with kindness. I am enough just as I am. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.